Good morning, everybody. Another daily tangle for you. It's called, actually, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Semoj? Semoj? S-E-M-O-J. It is by Simona Codera, and it looks like it's going to be a fun little thing. When I first saw it, I immediately thought that it needed to pair itself with, oh gosh, what's the name of the tangle that, I don't remember the name of the tangle. Oh well, it will come to me as I draw. So I'm going to draw this and pair it with that other one that I was thinking of, but the name escapes me. And we'll see what happens. Oh, we need to go step by step. Duh. All right, so the first step is going to be this sort of, it's a elongated S that doesn't have the bottom part, just the top, so it's more like a cane kind of a thing. And then step 2 appears that it's then brings this up and make this little seed shape here and a little teardrop shape up at the top there. And then this step just brings that line straight down there. That's fairly straightforward. And then you separate, you do different lines. These ones go this way and this one goes this way. And then when you shade, it looks like that. So we're going to give that a go and see where my pen takes me. It may do some other random weird thing. I don't know, but you never know where my pen is going to go. It sometimes has a life of its own. Looks like I should have had the light on. It's a little bit cloudy this morning, but that's all right. We will make do. So we want to start with a kind of cane shape like that. And then bring this one up and around to here. This is going to be a little teardrop like that. This one is a little kind of a ricey teardroppy shape there. And then here at the bottom, that didn't get pointy enough. Needed to make it a little more pointy. Next time I'll make the next one a little more pointy. We do a little one like this. And on this side, we want to follow this way. And on this side, we want to do it like this. I'm not sure I made it quite big enough. And I kind of have it floating out there in the middle of space, which is not what I envisioned when I first thought about it. So perhaps we will do something else. I'm going to try doing another one going this way. Maybe a little bigger. Like that. This is going to come up with a little, I'm going to do it kind of not in the same order, but that's okay. Like that. That didn't have enough swirl, I don't think, but that's okay. We will just make do here. Sort of like that. I'm just going to kind of connect them. I had a whole other thing happening in my head, but that's not what's happening on my page. So I'm just going to run with it. Okay, that one was a little better. I'm just gonna put them, I'm just gonna nest them amongst each other here. I don't know why, but I like to make that teardrop first. You know, that's not the order that the step out has, but that's what I feel like it needs. So I do what it needs because I like to make myself happy as I draw. And this goes this way. Well, that one I think is best so far. So far, so good. I'm just going to continue nesting these. I should have started in the middle, but that's all right. I'm just going to continue just nesting these kind of amongst each other. I'm going to have a big one. Since I have lots of space here, I'm going to start way up here. We're just gonna go wherever our pen leads us. Especially when the pattern is something that I've managed to figure out how to draw without looking at the step out each time. That's usually when my pen just kind of takes a life of its own. And then I just see where it ends up. You never know where my pen is going to take me. I think that one's going to go behind there. Every so often I'll come across a spot on this paper. This is just, it's not even cardstock. It's pages from a larger journal that had like the 8x10 paper that I cut down. And every so often I will end up with like a chunk of paper. My pen will stop and skip. So I have to kind of deal with that occasionally. Kind of looks like an onion type of thing with the layers. I like how that is. And it'll really come to life when we start to shade, I think. But I'm just going to keep growing these. Just kind of organically. And we'll just see how this works. All right. This is not at all what I envisioned. That's strange how that's not at all what I envisioned. Okay. I envisioned something completely different. Okay. Here. Great big one. Something like that. Now what? Okay, little tile, tell me what to do. Do I want more? Do I want one here overlapping? Yeah, I think so. I can just draw through that. I don't know why I skipped it, just because it's natural to do that, but since this line is solid, I can just go over the top. And this is kind of getting lost in here, this piece. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine after I shade it. I might have kind of lost that curve. I'm sure it'll be fine after I shade it. You can still see it, right? Yeah. Okay. One more in here. I'm thinking. You can tell I'm thinking. I'm taking a moment to look at my tile. I feel like it needs something in here, but I don't want more of those. I may just take more of this sort of shape here. I'm going to do it the other way. These kind of teardrops, these dark teardrops. And use them to kind of fill in my spot. And if I turn them up the other direction, then I know that they're a filler and not part of a particular tangle, so I don't have to worry about shading where those are, because they're going the other way. But they still fill the space, and they go with this tangle. I think that's what it needs. Just something to fill those spots. Where your eye says, oh, nope, needs something else there. That's better. It needs something right here. Just a little one. Right there. Yeah, that's better. It fills in those spaces without having to put another tangle in there. Well, I like that. It's not at all what I had envisioned when I first saw it. But sometimes your pen just does what your pen is going to do. This tangle's name, I'll put it here, maybe. I'll sign over here. Problem with putting the names on the tiles is that it sort of anchors the tile in a particular direction, and sometimes that's not what I want, but that's okay. We're just gonna go give this a little bit of a shade. Just gonna do right in there where the little oniony like part kind of overlaps itself. I want to make sure I've got a dark down here right at the bottom, because that's kind of like where it's all coming together. I want to make sure that that's dark. It's naturally kind of dark anyways because all the lines converge right there. So I want to just emphasize that with my pencil. And it'll look better once I blend. And these ones where they overlap, I think I want to go just a little bit around that, just to show that that is actually on top of the other one. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. A little bit around that. A little bit down there. And here. And this one, this is the one that I was having the most trouble with because of that overlap right there. And we'll see what happens. I think I'm just going to go around like that and around like this. And hopefully you can see. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Okay. I did clean off my blending stump, so I have a clean one to start with this time. And to clean these off, all you need is an emery board, and just run it on there. Simple, easy to do, but it does give you kind of a fresh start. I always turn my tile a lot while I'm shading because I want to try to keep my hand out of the graphite, out of the pencil, so that I don't get it smudged where I don't want it. So I'm constantly turning my page. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Just that little bit of shading and a little bit of blending. Doesn't need much, but a little bit makes a huge difference. This one. This is that funky one. All right, there we go. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that, but I like it. It's very organic. It's very much me. I enjoyed it. See you guys later.